woman rests alone. Her past, present, and future merge seamlessly, indistinct from one another. She is buffeted to and fro by the vagaries of abandonment and trauma. Fear and loneliness drive her frenetic but muted search for solid ground. She struggles toward a precarious and uneasy equilibrium. A tightrope of unsteady calm is threatened by the ghosts of her past, the challenges of the present, and the daunting specter of tomorrow. By force of will, she spins upward from her private dolorousness into a public face of geniality. Amidst the moments of balance, a unique and organic joy intermittently surfaces, giving full expression to the sublime beauty within her. It is a joy found in unrestrained physical exertion and athleticism that allows her to escape the prison of her mind and her past. Her journey is interrupted by the arrival of a man. His world stops, transfixed in an ancient knowing that she is the one. Confident of their inevitability, he is undaunted by her apprehension. Keeping him distant, she circles warily. Ever more illuminated by her glow, he sheds a weaker and destructive former self. There is play without touch. The circle she draws around him shrinks as she is drawn to the stability of his permanence. Her circle around him transforms to a protective circle he draws around her. She sees possibility in him. Their play transforms to competition. She proposes touch. He accepts. The seeds of love emerge. Their play transforms into intense athletic competition. Simultaneously merging with Bemrose. They push their bodies to joyful exhaustion. Their union is blessed in a sacred ritual. Consummating and reconsummating their union, they flourish. Traveling the world, savoring the sensual pleasures of art, music, dance, food, sport. She is with child. They relish and give reverence to her womb. A delighted new dance begins. The woman's joyful anticipation of childbirth is haunted by a peripheral lurking darkness. From exuberant chaos, anxiety, and discomfort, a girl is born. The intersecting circles of the man and woman's lives are recentered on the child. Transcendent love renews their union. They are comically wearied by the arrhythmic vagaries of income earning, domestic life, and child rearing in an enervating and gleeful cycle of finding their groove, then losing it. To their chagrin and amusement, the couple's exhausted attempts at intimacy are continually interrupted by the child's calls.
Mommy.
The fumbling and rapid coupling familiar to young parents is achieved after much comedic and intrepid effort. She is with child again and violently ill. He is pulled betwixt and between the needs of their young child and his pregnant wife. Another girl child emerges into their lives amidst the buoyant and gleeful swirl of family life. The couple's fulfillment brims to the surface from the maelstrom of relentless and exhausting parenting. Two beautiful small girls emerge from the hearts of the man and woman. The children's play is pure and unfiltered. They become sacred objects at the center of the couple's loving gaze. Man and woman join the children's play, making their bodies a tower the children climb. Atop their parents, the children reach for the pleasure of the sky. The children begin a transformation before disappearing, then reappearing as two young women. Man and woman protectively shepherd the young women through a threatening world. Cracks begin to show in the mother's demeanor. She struggles under the weight of old ghosts and the young women's emerging adolescence. The young women seem unaware, remaining transfixed by their own worlds. The man attempts contact with the increasingly burdened woman. His patience is tested. The young women flourish and prosper, but become suddenly aware and confused by their mother's increasing anxiety. Ghosts of the mother's past emerge in depression and compulsivity. The man holds to the woman in love, trying desperately to lift her from torment. The woman falls deeper into an abyss of despair. Her sorrow and his frustration rend the couple apart. They are fading embers on a swirling current, enveloping them. He fights to hold on to her as her light fades and sinks beneath the surface. The man's frantic thrashing cannot save the woman from the vortex. The woman begins a steep descent into despondency. Voices in her head hold her in a prison she cannot escape. The man must watch, powerless, as she sinks deeper. Alone, she is stricken in a sorrow beyond words. The woman ends her life. She is centered in a pool of light. The man discovers her body and is convulsed by spasms of primal pain. Sweeping the woman's body into his lap, the man rests in an agonized pieta, enveloped in grief. The young women approach and discover the man and woman. They are shattered into separate orbits of grief and loss. The man and young women writhe in agony alone from one another in the perimeter darkness around the woman's body. In darkness, the man finds the young women, and the three writhing figures are tenuously united. In the shadows, they grieve in intersecting orbits. The three convene around the woman's body, lifting her from the ground, higher into the light, where the woman disappears into the spirit world. The grieving man and young women retreat into the shadows at the edge of light. Images of the woman haunt the man's dreams. He wakes and re-wakes in fear. Sleepless, he scours the night for refuge from the images. They overwhelm him. His heart is shattered into silence. He dies. The young women come upon him, and he is revived by their love. Their ministrations embolden him to live. They negotiate a new dance in an intricate and interdependent trio. Slowly, the three begin brief forays from the shadow darkness into the pool of light. Their individual forays into the light gradually increase in frequency and duration. Independent moments in the light are slowly replaced by moments where two of the three occupy the light together. Eventually, the three find themselves in the light together. There are independent retreats and rejoining. The three come to occupy the light together, and the perimeter darkness lifts. They hold each other aloft. The young girls return, joyfully climbing atop their father and their older selves. They reach for the triumphant pleasure of the sky, surfacing in transcendence.